Now this is what we call a killer flick. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 moments from Jawbreaker. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the most memorable and/or fan-favorite moments from the dark 90s teen satire, Jawbreaker. So get those Technicolor dresses ready and practice your favorite slow-motion power walk, because it's about to get dangerous. Also, a spoiler alert is now in effect.
This is Mrs. Per, Elizabeth's mother. Yes, I'm sorry, but Elizabeth won't be coming to school today.
Number 10. The kidnapping.
It's a shame about what happened to Liz.
Jawbreaker wouldn't be the cult movie that it is without a striking and memorable opening scene. The kidnapping of teen dream Liz Per is what sets Jawbreaker into motion, as three masked and hooded assailants break into her bedroom, gag her with a jawbreaker, tape her mouth shut, and toss her bound body into the trunk of a car. It's the scene's shocking and swift violence that makes the kidnapping so impactful, as it arrives immediately after an otherwise innocuous voiceover. It just goes to show that nothing is quite as it seems here in Jawbreaker, and events can swerve at a moment's notice. Number 9. Lunchtime.
We never, ever eat at lunch period. Do you understand me?
Courtney Shane is the villain of our piece, and she's got plenty of time to shine throughout the runtime of Jawbreaker. It's here in the lunch scene where Rose McGowan gives it all she has to the role, however, delivering the lines by writer-director Darren Stein with venom and gusto.
If I get a zip because of this.
I'm sorry.
Shane is admonishing her new recruit Violet, more on her in a bit, for bringing food to school, explaining that the clique never eats during lunch, while at the same time criticizing all of the other social classes of the school. It's a scene which develops Shane as the antagonist, while at the same time being funny and forceful, thanks to McGowan's delivery and timing.
We eat, and we eat well. We just don't eat in public.
Number 8. Retro teen nostalgia.
It was supposed to be for fun.
Oh my god!
Jawbreaker is a film about bad girls doing bad girl things, but it wasn't the first to go down this road. In fact, the film is indebted stylistically to both old-school girl gang exploitation cinema of the 50s, 60s, and 70s, as well as the 80s black comedy, Heathers. Director Darren Stein was quoted in the New York Times, describing the sickeningly sweet duality of youthful innocence versus the dark underbelly of high school hormones and ruthless social climbing. These themes would be mined by other films after Stein's vision hit movie screens, but it's still not unfair to say that just as there would be no Mean Girls without Jawbreaker, there would also be no Jawbreaker without Heathers.
Be nice, girls. Nice is not enough.
Number 7. Courtney's Revenge.
I taught you to disrespect us.
You taught me to rule.
Courtney Shane is not one to let a slight, any slight, go unchallenged. As such, this tense bathroom standoff with Violet adds further fuel to the Flawless 4 implosion. Here, Violet is enjoying her newfound popularity so much that she feels untouchable and laughs it off when Courtney tells her to respect her place in the clique.
I've got the power.
Shane then exposes Violet's true identity as the outcast Fern to the entire school, destroying in one fell swoop what she earlier had helped create. It establishes Shane as a nearly untouchable presence within the school, showcasing her dangerousness as well as lifting her to the apex of her role as lead antagonist. Number 6. Fashion sense.
You really shine today. You got the look, the walk.
The next moment on our list isn't so much specific as it is referencing the film's overall style and tone. Jawbreaker adopts a purposefully gaudy color palette to the point where director Darren Stein reportedly forbid his actresses to wear black. Instead, his crew raided Los Angeles thrift stores for the tightest and brightest studs around, decking out his leads in 1950s pencil skirts, cardigans, and corsets for a sexy update of retro chic. The cast never feels exploited by showing a ton of skin, but they always remain sexy, strong, and in charge. Perhaps this is why the fashion sense of Jawbreaker has endured so long after other 90s teen films have fallen by the wayside. Number 5. Liz is discovered.
Oh my god.
Taking things back for a moment, we just have to discuss the murder of Liz Per once again, specifically the scene where Liz's body is discovered, unresponsive, in the trunk of the film's grisliest and most extreme scene. Maybe it's the gross lump in Liz's throat from the Jawbreaker, or the creepy bruised skin, but this discovery makes it clearly evident that Per is not coming back. and that the Flawless Four have one serious situation on their hands. Although much of Jawbreaker is played for satirical laughs, there's nothing funny about the sad demise of Liz Purr, the teen dream.
What happened to her? What's in her throat?
Number 4. Fern's transformation.
But I'm here to offer you something you never dared dream of.
We've discussed Violet and Fern Mayo a bit so far, but the next moment on our list is that all-important scene when the character is inducted into the Flawless Four as its newest member. The reasoning behind this is due to the fact that it's Fern who stumbles across Courtney, Marcy, and Julie as they're arranging Liz's body in the bed.
We're gonna make you one of us.
Although Courtney attempts to spin Liz's death as being the result of a sexual assault, they convince Fern to keep quiet by giving her a makeover and a new identity. Thus, Violet, the exchange student, is born as a means to cover up Liz's death via some good old-fashioned bribery.
It's not like you had a choice.
Number 3. Courtney seduces the stranger. Speaking of cover-ups, let it not be said that Courtney Shane isn't extremely thorough when it comes to covering her tracks. This dark and creepy scene is revealed as one of the four, Julie, is having a crisis of faith. She learns that Courtney picked up a sleazy stranger in a bar and had sex with him in Liz's bed to further distance herself from the murder. The fact that the stranger is played up to the hilt by Rose McGowan's then-boyfriend Marilyn Manson only accentuates the blurred reality lines of the scene. Furthermore, it showcases that there's literally nothing that Courtney won't do to save her own skin. Number 2. Courtney's downfall. Every good villain deserves some truly sweet comeuppance, right? Well, this is exactly what happens to Courtney Shane at the end of Jawbreaker, and it all takes place at the pivotal high school prom.
I killed Liz. I killed the teen dream.
We've already mentioned how Julie's character has turned away from the Flawless Four at this point, but when a recordable birthday card accidentally captures Courtney's full confession, well, it's just desserts, as Julie and her boyfriend play the evidence in front of the whole school, including the Donnas, who appear in a brief cameo, who immediately turn on Courtney, pelting her with garbage and insults. Shane is exposed and humiliated, but most importantly, she's going to prison. Number 1. Bad Girl Strut. This is what Jawbreaker is arguably best known for, a picture-perfect visual sequence if there ever was one. During their introduction, the Flawless Four kill it thanks to the slow-motion strut, the awesome wardrobe, and the queen bee confidence. Courtney, Julie, Marcy, and Liz Purr saunter their way through the high school halls, with Liz being the only one to help out Fern Mayo when she drops her books. But it's the scene following Liz's accidental death a bit later on, when Courtney forces Julie and Marcy to walk into the school all the same way in an attempt to maintain some sort of normalcy, as well as to avoid arousing suspicion, that truly takes the cake. With Imperial Teen's Yoo-Hoo sounding off as the group's unofficial theme this time around, the three cement themselves as the ultimate bad girls. They also cement this scene into our memories and pop culture itself. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.